Grown Folk Kid Show. Grown Folk Kid Show. Grown Folk Kid Show. A Grown Folks Kid Show. Oh, woo, yeah. Hey, how did that sound?
What's up, GK Nation? Welcome to the Grown Folks Kid Show. I'm your host, Andre Irvin. And listen, this is a show where we're going to be talking about some grown folk stuff, but yet we're still going to be kids.
Yes,
okay?
we is.
We're still going to be, I'm a grown kid, but I handle my business, right? So that's why we call this the Grown Folks Kid Show, okay? So we're going to hear on the show, we're going to be talking about all kinds of things like comics, movies, entertainment, sports, just about everything that you could just imagine, but we're going to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so you guys ready to do some grown folks kid stuff?
Let's get into it, yeah.
All right. So let's get to talking. First, it's going to be my cold slice and dice, Mr. Nothing Nice with the cold kung fu, shaq fu, one of my besties, one of my true besties, okay? Charles Brown.
What's up, peoples? We're going to come in here, ninja down, Bruce Lee up, and we're going to keep it cold for you. I myself, I have a little outlook on this comic book nation, on this Marvel and DC cinema nation. Hey, there's even going to be some wild storming, maybe a little Image, but that might be down the line. But a little b-ball, a little football, a little cricket, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. But in all of that, we just want to allow you to feel at home with us. So I'm going to kick it back to my homie, Dre Irv. Who we got with us, Dre?
Well, I don't know. Let me see. I think this guy used to be assistant for Doctor Who. Right now, he's a time-traveling librarian that used to be part of the Legends of Tomorrow. Okay, and so, what's your name? Cruz Rivera.
What's up? Time traveling definitely takes its toll. I've gained a lot of good weight. I'm very proud of my time travels. I got to try a lot of different things. Okay, I'm sounding really crazy right now. So, anyway, yes, my name is Cruz Rivera. I am a musician. I am a Twitch affiliate. You can catch me live on Twitch, twitch.tv/alloutnationgaming. I know a few things here and there. I like to talk about a lot of different stuff. I'm a huge character, as you can tell, literally and figuratively. But yeah, I'm excited to definitely be a part of this and to show just to have this time with all of you and maybe them. They don't matter right now. You know, I care about y'all. So let's kick it back over to Dre Irv. And let's get this ball rolling.
Okay, we're going to get things cracking. Okay, so this is a pilot show. And so we bust things out into 3 different categories. First category we have is Planet Nerd. Okay, where we're going to talk about all things nerd, all things geeky. I mean, there's no limits. Star Wars, Star Trek. Give me some more. Comics.
No, we don't put those things together. That's what they're going to say, and we're going to slice it down.
For the people out there, I'm kind of in between. I like Star Wars and I like Star Trek. Okay, you can be a martyr of both. You don't have to be one or the other. You don't have to be you could be a martyr. You don't have to be.
I'm not listening.
You don't have to be a Republican or Democrat. You can be right in the middle. I mean, come on, man.
One or the other.
All right, fine. All right, and then the next, you can't be blue and red guy, Republican, Democrat.
I mean, I'll play Halo. Halo, you red or blue. I mean, I'm just saying.
Blue? So you could be Star Wars.
Red, blue, green. Mexico. Anyway.
And then the next segment, the next category that we have is called Time to Get Serious. Now, sometimes we got to get a little serious, okay? So out of comic books, movies, entertainments, and sports, we're going to find a way to pull something social out of that, okay? And that's going to be fun. So we're going to be a little bit serious, but not too serious and make you guys fall asleep out there, okay? And the third category, is called the barbershop, okay? This is going to be barbershop type of talk, where you can play this at the barbershop, you can play this in your living room, when you're eating your Wheaties in front of when you're in your gaming downstairs, in your mama's basement, playing some games. You guys you need a fade?
I need a fade.
I got a guy.
You got a guy? I got a couple barbershops.
I'll bring
Matter of fact, we're going to have to give these guys some love next time we do a show. Because they're going to be playing.
I'll bring my guy from the future. You know what I mean? He pretty slick with it.
All right.
All right. I earned you a piece of candy if you could hook me up too.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, it's barbershop talk. So that's from sports entertainment, music, movies, and listen. When I'm talking about sports entertainment, I'm talking about some WWE, some wrestling, some UFC. Okay, there's plenty of things to talk about. Okay,
There's a lot of sports out there to cover.
A lot of sports, even curling. We can do some curling too.
Oh,
We
I
down to
get
talk about
down with
We
curling.
down to
A little
talk about
brush.
curling? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I say, can we get this party started?
Let's get it started.
Let's get this party started.
Let's get it going.
Let's get it going. All right, give me some?
Yeah.
That's my nerd? Okay,
There we go.
that's all the nerd I'm going to do right now. I'm going to keep it cool, okay, because I'm the cool guy in the group. I represent coolness. What do you think?
Hold on, wait a minute. Pause 1 second. You know, you ain't the only cool guy here. I mean, you got him, represent for the Marines.
Hey, that's how they talk in 2140 AD.
Yeah, we all sound like Cat Williams.
All right, so category 1 is called Planet Nerd, okay? So in category 1, we are going to talk about, in Planet Nerd, the topic is DC versus Marvel. What a better way to start off our first show in Planet.
Jump right into
it. DC versus Marvel. Okay, so listen, but hold on. DC has the better heroes and villains, according to my opinion, and everybody else's in the world. Okay, all right, DC, am I right?
You're right.
Am I right? Okay, all right.
Somewhat.
There's
always got to be that
Okay,
one.
gotta be that one.
Somewhat.
And then listen though. But here's the reality. Marvel. Now hold on. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Marvel is kicking some serious tail right now. Okay, with the heroes and villains.
Yeah.
And they, Marvel's destroying in the box office.
In the box
right?
office, yeah.
Okay, so here's.
So if I'm clear, I just want to be clear. So
What's
we're
up?
saying that DC has the better heroes and villains in the comic books. But yeah, we're talking about how Marvel's killing it, and that they got it better on screen.
On screen, even the heroes
Okay,
and villains.
I agree
even
with
the
that.
heroes and
Okay,
villains.
I
Now,
agree
check
with
this
that.
out. Now, here's my question, though. Okay? Because see, when all this comic book stuff, movie started, no one figured that Marvel was going to, do something like that to DC. So here's my question: why? What happened? Why is Marvel here, even with the heroes and villains, and DC is just still trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to catch up. Oh, I can't get to you. Oh,
I would say,
what happened?
I say honestly,
Why?
let's be real about it.
Why?
Disney money. Disney, you gotta realize you got Disney also in just pouring in so much more money than what Warner Brothers can dish out. You telling me that Warner Brothers can dish out as much money as Disney?
CB, what you got?
I'm not going to agree with that because I don't think the money has anything to do with it.
Okay.
All right, I'm an old man.
Yo, man.
So you're
I'm so
from the
old,
future,
man.
so you had to look back.
Yeah,
But
a little bit.
I remember my father taking me to see
Right.
Superman
Right.
in 1978. You could believe a man could fly. Look at that. I got the goosebumps mentioning.
Sure the hell did.
Man, let me tell you.
Give him a piece of candy to kind of calm those goosebumps down, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Calm that down, man. The goosebumps.
Get that sugar in
So
there.
Yeah, get that
what
shit
I'm
out.
saying is that movie started it all.
Okay.
So wait a minute, you saying storylines?
No, check it. The storyline for the longest time.
Okay.
Marvel movies suck.
Oh, horror.
Go ahead.
Oh, horror.
That Captain
Captain
America
America.
movie. Oh my gosh.
Right.
That first Fantastic Four that never made it. Thank goodness.
None of them should have made
Obviously.
it. None of them.
You're absolutely right.
None of them.
None of
Let's
them.
be real about that, okay? I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. Fox, you done messed up. Marvel, I don't know what y'all was thinking, but if
We'll
y'all
get to that later.
I'm just saying.
Hey, just calm down. Calm down. Get a piece of
So,
candy. Go ahead.
but you're
Go ahead.
right.
Uh-huh.
The stories, they suck for DC.
Okay.
Somewhere on the line, after Nolan, things fell off.
Oh, wait. Oh, the Nolan factor. See, I can talk about that because, now this is in my field since, I got that BA in film and arts and all that stuff. Okay. So we're talking about one of the reasons is because of the studios, right? Because listen, here's the thing. Okay, like Kevin Feige they have now, right? Well, before Kevin Feige, before he got all doing his thing, Christopher Nolan gave Warner Brothers the blueprint. He knew what people wanted. He wanted more realism because in today's America, we want the real stuff.
Yeah.
We want the real stuff. I want to be able to play in the park and hanging out at the park, doing whatever, playing on my phone, and all of a sudden, I can imagine Captain America and Black Panther throwing down against each other right there in front of me. You see, right?
Right.
Not look all CG dark and all that stuff. But no, Christopher Nolan was the one who set that blueprint with the Dark Knight movie, okay? And how he made it feel so like you can go out, and that's what he said. You can like go outside and see that. He gave DC that, and even in Man of Steel, he still kept that balance, right? With the CG, right?
That was Zack Snyder. Let's keep that real.
No. Christopher Nolan
was actually
the producer.
He was the
one.
producer.
He said
he was actually in charge.
Yeah, he was in charge of that one.
Yeah.
And he gave him the formula, and Disney, you're right. Disney's like, oh, okay, this is what people want. Look out, $1 billion? Money.
In other words, they were paying attention.
They were paying attention.
Warner Brothers was like, oh, well, Christopher Nolan's doing his thing.
Well,
and
Christopher left, and then that's when like you said, it fell off.
No, it wasn't that he left and it fell off.
Okay.
Christopher Nolan didn't go to Disney. So even though he left and to do his Dunkirk and all these other great movies that that he does.
See Dunkirk, that movie was amazing.
So he does these great movies.
But you know what makes him special?
But the formula was there, and his protege was there, and the money is there. The problem is,
talk to me. Preach.
Is that there was such a big gap between the last Batman movie and Man of Steel, and then such a
Man
big
of Steel
gap.
was still great, though.
But Man of Steel was great. Okay, so I love Man of Steel. I'm getting this straight. I love Man of Steel. I'm not going to take up too much time with this. I'm going to break it down. Mm-hmm. Man of Steel put Superman here.
Right.
Superman is the light of the DC universe.
Right.
The next movie came how many more years after?
That was a couple. No. Right.
That was what, 3 or 4 years?
3 or 4 years. How many Marvel movies came in between?
A lot, at least 4 a year.
Well, no, listen.
No, but I'm saying
that's because DC, because Warner Brothers is sitting there and dragging their feet. And they got that kind of schizo thing going on. We want to do this, and then we want to do that. Oh no, we want to do that. But DC had a more stable mindset on what direction they want to go.
No, you're right on that.
But here's the thing.
That's why you blame Nolan.
No, you don't.
You can't blame Nolan.
Hold on.
Point of order.
Hold on. I need some.
Point of order.
Hold on.
Point of order.
Hold on.
Point of order. Warner Brothers allowed Nolan to make his own Batman movie. No, let me finish.
No, stop.
Outside of this DC universe. Then he left.
But that's true. But see, he produced the Man of Steel, and he jump-started their cinematic universe, okay? And he gave them the formula. So what I'm saying is that the use of characters, Marvel is doing an excellent job in using their characters. Marvel is making their characters relatable to the common person that we all can relate to. That's why their villains is caught up with DC, which is not supposed to happen. But their villains are caught up with them because you can actually feel sorry for the villains. You can relate to why they do what they do. Like for instance, like Thanos. They got a streak going. Hela. You can relate to her,
right?
Because
but that's what I'm saying.
You're talking about relatable villains.
But that's the last 3 movies.
Listen, no, more than that.
The last
Killmonger.
The last 3 movies.
Yeah, those are the last 3 movies.
The last 3 movies, the villains
even
were
the Civil War.
But there was no. You could see from his point of view, but he wasn't relatable.
So that's what I'm saying. DC stopped making their villains and characters relatable.
What do you mean stop? They didn't. They never did.
There's the problem. Nolan did though.
You saw
Nolan did in Dark Knight.
And he did in Man of Steel.
I said DC. I didn't say Nolan.
We're talking about Warner Brothers and DC.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Okay.
They get in the way. I think Warner Brothers get in the way.
Get in the way? How many people have been in charge of Warner Brothers since Batman? Come on.
So wait a minute. Now you're talking about the Kevin Feige factor.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so then explain to me with that real quick. So
Kevin Feige.
I want to jump into the next topic.
Kevin Feige got his feet wet. Let's see, in '98 with Blade as an executive producer.
Blade was an amazing film.
People forgot that Blade was a comic.
I remember that film when I was in the front row.
We went to the movies to see it together.
Yeah, I know, but Wesley Snipes. I was like, man, go ahead, Wesley. Go ahead, Wesley.
Do your thing, boy.
Do your thing. Everybody, the crowd was like, yeah.
So, but that's the thing.
No one talks about that.
But he went.
Blade is amazing.
He did Blade, and then he jumped in and he did the X-Men movies. Matter of fact, if you pick a comic book movie,
Yep.
that's a Marvel.
Right.
Yeah.
He had his hands in that movie all the way down until he got his contract with Disney.
Right.
But the thing was is that he took and said, I love this, I love these characters.
So what we're saying is in terms, because we got to wrap and go to the next category, is that the reason why Marvel is having so much success, and because Marvel, Disney's not the only studios that picked up on what Christopher Nolan did. You remember all these $1 billion, everyone's making $1 billion movie now.
Oh, yeah.
But Nolan was ahead of the curve on that. And now they see his formula, because it's copycat like the NBA. Everyone wants to copy the Golden State Warriors, okay? So everything, people want to copycat something. When they see success, they want to copy that, right?
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So it appears to me that Marvel was paying attention because Disney wants to own the world, so they're all making that money. That's why they
But
got
I
all
don't
these
think it's all
properties.
so much of following his blueprint. I think he laid the ground, but I think Disney had a plan, and they stuck to their plan.
And they stuck to their
They
plan.
didn't allow the directors
Right.
to change their plan.
That's
Who was Ant-Man's first director? You don't remember.
No.
You know why? Because he wanted to change the plan, and he was a prominent director. But he didn't want to play ball.
Disney's Disney. Disney.
You don't try to do it.
But the problem is Disney they allow you a lot of leeway.
Right.
But
Warner Brothers, they tend to, and Fox is bad with this. That's why they could. Fox is horrible
Fox-
with this.
Fox-
They just meddle.
sometimes they
They
do,
destroy it.
sometimes they don't. This Fantastic Four, they need to Fox.
And no,
We touched on that subject already, right?
Sell the company, please.
well, they're going to because they saw Spider-Man.
Not to Comcast.
Brother,
Not to Comcast.
Brother,
Sell the
it's
company.
okay.
I want a real.
And you get him.
I want a real Fantastic
Come on, brother.
Four.
You
movie.
done. We-
All right. On that note, we got to go to the next category.
Real Fantastic Four.
Just give us a real one, all right? Shoot. Not the
Not the
knockoffs.
I'll tell you what. I don't want to see another reboot. So, and that'd be another topic about how can maybe next time we talk about how can DC recover, because I have a good couple of points. I got a couple of good ideas. So DC, you might want to hire me because I have a couple of good ideas how to recover.
Don't do that. DC, don't do that.
Hey, I'm thinking we might want to start using these characters from the television show. DC, you already had that well established. You should have done that. That's how you catch up. You didn't. Okay, all right, that's another topic. That's another topic. We'll talk about that later.
That's another show.
All right, category 2. It's time to start talking about category 2. Now it's time to get somewhat serious. So put our serious face on. Serious face. Okay. So it's time to get in CNN style here. All right. So. all right. So.
Seriousness went out the window.
No serious.
Right.
No serious. Okay. So hey, listen. With the rise of online bullying, I can't say that right.
Bullying?
Thank
Online
you.
bullying? I
Thank
got
you.
you.
Okay. Fake news defies the speech. Every time
Everybody's
something's
divided
open,
upon something,
everyone's
yeah.
divided about something. Okay,
Yeah.
like DC and Marvel. Why we can't all just get along, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wear a Marvel hat and a DC shirt. Is that law? Is that okay? Can we do that?
I mean, you gonna mix blue and red while you in LA?
I guess not. So I guess you can't do it. Anyways, and just people just straight up tripping these days. Okay, everyone's got a trip right now. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. With social media, everyone can still stay in contact with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a lot of good things about social media, right? But there's a lot of things about social media that's happening in today's world. And my question about social media is, does it open the door, so we can still keep a nerd, open the door to the Matrix? Now think about the Matrix. Think about the Matrix.
Well, theoretically,
because we
when you
want to
talk
follow.
about how many people are
we're following
taking-
Hollywood stars. We want to follow. So the
Well-
Matrix is a fake world, right?
So so pretty much we're saying who's taking the blue pill, who's taking the red pill.
Okay.
You
Talk
know,
to me.
so, like-
well, what you got, CB?
Well, here's the thing.
What you think I mean by that?
We all grew up wanting to be like the guy with the big Cadillac driving down the street,
Okay.
the guy with the money. But life dictated where you would go, whether you were soft, whether you were hard. There were winners, there were losers. Nowadays, everybody gets a participation trophy.
Participation
Participation.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
Why not saying they get one of those participation
I'm sorry,
trophies? He should
that
have.
annoys me.
Well,
that whole thing about
right.
participation trophies just annoys me.
But
man.
yeah,
Like,
but that opens it up to when you're online,
Right.
you can be whoever you want,
Yeah.
Okay.
whenever you want,
All right.
with no context, with no one to say,
Right.
curb yourself. You're not.
So the
Mac
restraints.
Daddy.
in other words, you can become more of a keyboard warrior and essentially be something that you
But
know,
that's
you're
where
not
the
going
bullying
to,
comes
know.
in to play.
So you can become, when you walk outside your house and your job, everyone thinks you Happy Sandy, right? Mm-hmm. But then in your alter ego behind Facebook, you can be angry Andy or something, right? You can be tripped out Tina. You know what I'm saying? You can come up with all kinds of different alter egos. I mean, people are throwing things on social media without even tagging their names, and you can say all kinds of things. But then when you walk out that house, you see, hey, how you guys doing? Oh yeah, but behind that blah 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 B and these type of people, boom boom.
Well, I mean,
is
you
that
put on a facade.
That's a facade, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so, what's the problem with that? Why can I be whoever I want to be on social media?
There isn't a problem with it. There isn't a problem with having an imagination.
There's no problem with being a
your-
personality.
There's no expressing yourself.
Okay.
The problem is when
Uh-huh.
I hate to say it, millennials, they live.
For drama.
Darn them
No,
millennials.
they live the personification that they put on Facebook.
Right.
They
Oh, yeah?
or MySpace,
Really?
or Twitter.
What do you think? Really?
All of this stuff that they put on there, they live inside here.
Okay.
They try to live with who they are also on social. So they try to be something that they're not in the real life. And I don't think that's just I mean, yes, it's more with millennials.
Okay.
And I think I probably relate closer to them just because of my age. But I would have to say
Yeah, me too, because since I'm 24.
he's a liar. Don't pay attention.
I'm a happy 42.
He's 27.
I'm a happy 42. All right, no, go ahead.
But I think that it's just more with the day and age. It's just more like, because social media is such a big thing. How many people are always just on Facebook all the time, like 24/7?
Right.
Like, I'm at a point now where even I'm having to train myself off it because you get so absorbed and you might forget who you are.
Oh.
There's so many clashing personalities.
Now we tapping.
Yeah, where there's so many clashing personalities that you're like, who the hell are you?
So then what happens is it leads to losing identity, true
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah.
And okay, so if we're talking about the Matrix, you remember that part in the Matrix where, what was that guy's name? He was sitting there eating a steak and he says, man, ignorance is sure is bliss. Right?
He's like, I'm eating this steak, but I can't. But I know that when I eat it, it's gonna feel one way. But I
Right.
know that honestly, this is fake.
Right, but he's willing to accept that, right?
Yeah.
So the problem, what I'm saying is, social media leads to a mindset where we're constantly trying to self-gratify ourselves at the expense of community, family, neighbor, being neighborly, because no one, America, we're not neighbors anymore. That's went out the door 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
But that self-gratification causes a major problem in our society right now, because we're so trying to just worry about fulfilling our own self and our own needs and being our own way and however we want to be. Does social media make us a bunch of self-centered zombies?
Yes.
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 That's
There's no. I don't think you can argue that point.
You can't argue that?
No, I don't think you can argue that point because again, it's
I just heard some candy from Rick
You
Nelson.
sure
Yes, good
I just heard some
point.
candy
Good
from that.
point.
All right, go ahead, go.
I honestly think that we are so again. We're programmed with Facebook. We're programmed with Twitter. We're programmed with all that stuff. Well, probably more Facebook than anything.
Yeah.
Because you have all these people who want to put up, this, this happened. What does that have to do with my life? But
Right.
yeah, if as far as a common sense person would ask that, right?
Right, uh-huh.
But if you have a person who's reading about it, it's like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, maybe I can emulate that. Maybe I can do this. First of all, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. Don't emulate something
Go Deadpool.
that is not who you are. Like realistically, like if you're really trying to still find yourself and you're over the age of 21, you need therapy.
Oh, come on.
You need therapy. Let's, okay, 21's a little young.
Please.
I'm just saying, no,
They just stopped letting their dad buy them toilet paper. They trying to find themselves.
But I'm just saying, no, it's a simple clip.
Because they don't have to take for themselves right now.
Okay. If you're pushing 30, if you're 30 and you still trying to do it, okay? I'll say 30. But the fact is that if you're 30 years old and you're still trying to live off the life of, oh, what did Kanye West do today? What did Chris Brown do today? What did Donald Trump said this? Now, granted, he's our president, so we do have to kind of be mindful. But before he was president,
you got to honor the presidency,
yeah, I know,
no matter who's on it.
you know. I didn't vote. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't vote for him. I don't really support him. But at the same time, he's my president. I gotta show him respect. So at the same time,
show respect. Yep.
At the same time, you know, where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought. We was talking about Donald Trump, and I lost.
See what happens when you bring Trump and then it just we all lose our train of thought, right?
But that's, you see what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm trying to say.
Wrap it because we have to get on to our next category. But speaking of, how would you wrap this up? What will be the solution you think?
Before you wrap it up, I want us to touch what we started with, and that was the bullying.
The online bullying,
the online
fake
bullying,
news,
because
divisive speech.
I think that we, as a society, especially us older, the older generation, we look at bullying and we see these kids and we say, you're soft. Because I got bullied. Right. I got picked on. Right. And it took me a while to get an understanding. Okay. When I came home from getting bullied, because they talked about my hair, you Sean Coleman, because I know you're going to watch this.
Now you're going to get sued.
You want to call my hair corn when I was a kid?
Sean Coleman from Calgary, Canada. So, or Edmonton. We don't know which Sean.
No, I'm just playing. My boys, man, I grew up in them all, bro. We all.
You too, Sandy Smith, for taking my lunch in 3rd grade. I ain't forget about.
No, but the point is
that didn't happen.
But the point is that even though if that did happen, when you came home, you had your friends at home. You went out and socialized with the neighborhood. Nowadays, if you become I hate to use this word, but if you become a victim of cyberbullying, you get bullied at school. You get bullied on the way home. Yep. You get bullied at home in your room when the doors closed.
So bullying went to a whole.
It went to a whole different level because you went from having
social media.
So many friends that aren't friends.
You can't counter that.
That don't.
It's tough, right? Because when we didn't have social media, it could just be
you had to handle it.
That's one-on-one. You can handle it, but now social media, one person can put something out. Now you got 50 million people you got to handle, and that's too overwhelming in your stress response.
Yeah, once you go viral.
Right. Once it goes viral, yeah, right. All right, so we got to get to our next category, okay? And it's called the barbershop talk. Now, it's time to talk barbershop talk. So right now I'm sitting in my barbershop chair right now, getting my little fade in. Okay, you go, I need a fade or something like that. Okay.
We took off his
No,
hat.
we're not taking off.
I'll take that hat.
I'm just saying, you just heard him say he need a fade. You took the hat. You'd be like, woo! Barbers are gonna come lining up. I'm just saying, they gonna take care of you.
And we need sponsors. Barbershops is lining up because my man need a fade too. You know, they take that hat off. All right, so let's go. So real quick, we're gonna talk about the current state of the NBA. The National Basketball Association, which, when we get more into talking about this, we can probably put in other sports into it too. Yeah. But how do we feel about the current state of the NBA? And this is what I mean by is there too much emphasis on like some of the top level stars like LeBron James and Steph Curry, and is it too many super teams, or the current state of the NBA? Is the style of basketball? I mean, what do you think, CB? I mean, what's the problem with the state? Or is there a problem?
You know what? I don't really.
There's a problem. Or is there a problem?
I don't really think there's a problem with the state of the NBA.
All right.
I think there's a problem with the state of how the game of basketball is being played.
Okay. We tap it. Okay, let's tap into that.
I think that.
Let's tap into that.
I
can't stop eating Sour Patches.
I think that
take some from Batman. Batman might have
the competition level has changed. I don't think. When I grew up watching basketball, a lot of my friends would say I was the karate guy because I was into martial arts and wrestling and stuff. But when I watch, yeah, I am. But when I watch,
wait, stop. You got the glow.
I got the glow.
You are the last dragon.
Hey, how many of y'all people know about that right there? I'm breaking the fourth wall. Do you know the glow? They don't know the glow.
They don't know about the glow.
Now that's a remake. I wouldn't mind seeing.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Okay, all right.
Michael John White.
Oh, I was about to get into it.
Michael John White has shown up.
You know, he's the first Super Saiyan.
Bruce Leroy.
People don't even know Bruce Leroy.
Bruce
was the first Super
Leroy.
Saiyan.
Shut up, fool. Once you sit down.
Yeah.
And actually, he wasn't the first one.
Actually,
Showing up.
was.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about ABI. That's a whole. We're gonna have a segment about that.
we're gonna go.
We're gonna have a segment about that. All right, go ahead.
But when I watch basketball,
Yeah.
competition was, you're not my friend. You may have dinner with me and my mom.
Okay.
In the
80s, 90s
summertime.
bird. Okay.
But when you stepped on this court,
90s.
Kevin Garnett will let you know.
Whew.
When you step on this court,
Man.
you ain't my friend.
Man, we got a Wheaties box.
I think
right
he
here
was
with
the-
Kevin. Oh, never mind. No,
He's back there.
He's back
He-
there. Okay.
he was-
Hollywood Hogan is kind of blocking.
I
Kevin,
think
right?
he's the last. I
I'm a
think he's the
Kevin
last of the
Garnett.
generation that was like, nah, son, we ain't cool.
Oh, they were it. They were the last ones.
X-Ray Allen,
That's
he tried to
that's
get
my
that
generation
handshake.
of ballers right there.
Yeah.
Well, now since I am a baller and I still play at a high level, I'm 42 and I can still two-hand jam on somebody if you know. And then I might need my aspirin or so, ibuprofen a little bit after.
What brought that me for?
Look at that. Hey, give me
I don't need my aspirin. Like, what the hell do I look like your nurse?
Hey,
Like,
give me my aspirin. No, just get a tomahawk on this guy. I'm about to break my. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, you're right about that. And now, I'll tell you what contributes to that, though. Since I am a basketball coach at the high school level now, and I play in rec leagues and played some serious ball for a very long time. And what I see is that the mentality of the AAU has now dominated the NBA, because that's why, see, back nowadays, we just got to get used to how things are done nowadays, because AAU, what are you gonna do when you're done? When you're tired of playing for the Hornets and you mad because the Hornets, and you go, I'm gonna go play with the All Stars, and the mom sitting there mad at the coach because Johnny didn't get about, Johnny turns the ball over 700 times, and she gets mad because he ain't getting in enough times. So now she's gonna go to the All Stars and, hey, let me pluck your kid. Come on over here. I'm gonna go play with my friends. I didn't like you. And so now what happens? Now you got that in the NBA culture,
Right.
where now, and this, everyone's like, oh, super teams. Listen, this is the new NBA. You're gonna have people who says, I don't want to play with that coach no more, like LeBron James 3 times, right?
No, yeah.
Let's just talk.
Well, let's not call it super teams, because there's been super teams
Oh
ever
man,
since.
it's super teams.
Man,
that's
the
our whole
Showtime Lakers.
That's our whole participation. Oh,
Yeah.
no fear. Golden State's winning everything. Well, they got smarter GMs. They got smarter people.
Amen.
You need to get on
They
their
play
level.
as a team.
They play as a team. They got a
Testify on that
system.
one.
It's not
you
about
need to get
just
on their
one
level.
player.
Stop all that. Oh, it's not fair. And but you won't be complaining if that was your team winning five championships. You'll try to act magic. You go get into a hot tub time machine and go back 20 years and join our team real quick because we want this championship. You wouldn't mind having Magic, Larry, and Bird on your team if that was your city, right?
No, exactly.
So what I'm saying is
That
this.
wouldn't happen.
But this is what I'm saying. That wouldn't happen. They would. Hey, man, we can't play. So what I'm saying is this. Is that, let's use LeBron James, okay? He won his time, okay, first Cleveland LeBron James, okay? He said, okay, I'm having frustrations with this team. I can't get too far. He had that pouty thing going on in one of those last playoff games. You see the pattern?
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm going to go play with my buddy D-Wade. And then I'm going to play with my friends. Why? That's an AA mindset, right? Don't stick it out, fight it through the end, okay? He left his hometown for that. And then he goes to Miami, okay, everything's good, but not 4, not 5, 6 championships, right? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, he only got 2, but that's when they had that old coming out party, the whole the whole concert they were throwing there, down in Miami. We're gonna win all these championships. And so then when if he saw his body language at one of those last playoff games when they were getting their butts beat over there by San Antonio, he had that little stank, little and I'm a LeBron James fan. I think he's better than. That's a whole different conversation. I think he's number 1, to be honest with you, because of all-around basketball skills. Okay, versus the legend. I can understand. But that's a whole different conversation. Okay, so I'm not a LeBron hater. Actually, I'm a LeBron supporter. But the thing is, I'm talking about this my mindset. And if you see that last championship game, he was pouting, oh, we have timeouts, and he didn't all pout. He's mad because he can't go for what he do. I'm going to leave.
Back to Cleveland.
No, he's going back to L.A.
Went to LA.
Well, because he went. He went.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're talking about the last one?
Yeah, that was the number 4.
Okay, so,
Okay, yeah,
all right.
LA,
Okay.
Cleveland, Miami, Cleveland, LA, and I want to play with my friends. Everyone wants to team up. Everyone's making phone calls. Let's team up. That's the AAU style. That's the new NBA. We just have to figure out how to get used to it. What do you think, guys think?
Get used to it.
They used to a shoe.
All right. So
you say
Well,
go back
let me,
to old
let me,
school.
No, I'm not
let me
even
go ahead and
saying-
say this.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I will say that I do respect LeBron. I do think he's a phenomenal player.
Amazing.
I think he's definitely
Who wants
great.
to know LeBron
I
for
think,
a long time?
I think he's a great. However, I'm not a fan of his attitude and all that other stuff. How he treats stuff. I do agree that I feel like it is becoming more kiddie.
Yeah, I want to play with my buddies. Sister.
Like, I just want to play with my friends. You know, I just want to do this. You know, because I know if I play with them, I'm gonna win. But if I play with these people, I'm not gonna win. That's what happened to the team mentality behind that.
Cutting corners.
You know?
Cutting corners. Not ready to stick it out and fight through like they did in the 80s and the 90s.
Well, we're gonna see now if he's gonna stick it out. He signed
Well,
a 3.
that's a business
Is that a 3-year?
move.
No, it's a 3 year.
business.
Yeah, I know it's a business move.
He's done. He's staying in Cleveland. I say he'll go to Cleveland for 1 year to honor his city when he's about 30. Well, at his shape, he can play till like he's 49.
He gave him a championship. What
He
he
might,
needed
he
back
might,
for?
he might
Well,
do
he,
the
said
whole
he,
kid
wants, he says he wants to stay and play with his son.
Yeah.
So he wants to do 1 year with his son.
Then
That's what he says. That's
Well,
four. That's
How
4
old-
years.
wait a minute, how old is his
Four-
son?
His son going to high school.
He's going to high school. 5. Okay, so so we're saying that the state of the NBA, because listen, they got better. The
There's
offense.
no defense.
There's no defense.
There's no
But
defense.
offensively skilled, these players are much better offensively skilled these days. Like
Yeah.
I'm out there playing in this rec league, this high level rec league. And I'm just seeing threes launched that I couldn't even imagine. When I was in the height of playing, I didn't see that many threes being launched, and the crossover is the way. So each generation gets stronger, but I also think the downside of it too is a lot of mental softness, a lot of
It's a Libra scale in that whole situation.
yeah,
Before it was defense,
the
but yet
mental
the-
strength is not there.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. Well, I wish we can spend more time on this. And this is the pilot show. We'll tweak things. We'll get things, more tweaked, and we'll get into more.
Yeah,
we got so many
that's
topics. So right now, we got to get into my favorite section. This is my favorite.
Yeah. Let's get into this.
You ready?
Yes, let's get.
He's
into
more than ready to do
Yeah,
this.
I'm
You
ready
see
for
his,
this one.
you see his.
All
All
right.
right, hold on.
Because
Before
I
we
think
get
we're
into this,
already
I just
going
want
too
y'all
far.
to know, like, you want to talk about passionate, you're gonna see passion in this next part. So prepare, buckle up, get your popcorn, everything like that,
Okay.
because this
Wait,
man might explode.
Wait,
so
hold on. Can you please give him a piece of candy?
no, he don't get a piece. Get a couple pieces, man. Keep
Get him revved up. Because we want that action. We want hits. We want likes. We want that action, right? Okay?
And keep
All
in
right.
mind, we are all passionate about this next process, but just watch out for him.
Well, now every show we're gonna have top 7. Okay?
Yeah.
Top 7. I can't wait till we do top 7 kids cereals, favorite cereals.
Oh, yes.
man. Oh man. We're gonna do top 7.
Let's get on topic because I'm about to start talking about that. All right, I'm a fat man. Yeah, we're bringing that up.
Crunch berries.
The bruh.
Mine was Smurf cereal when I used to be mad when
I'm gonna flip this table.
my Smurfs. Okay, all right. I want the Smurfs. Mom, why you need to go get the Smurf cereal? Okay, all right. So,
What's today's top 7 about?
okay, top 7 is about. Okay, so today top 7. So every show we're gonna do top 7. So this top 7 today. Now in any order, we're just going to just top 7. Okay, and we throw it out on Facebook, and these are the top 7 people selected according to the hits out of what 24 people are throwing out 24 about 24 names.
There was about 24 names.
About
that
24
came in.
names. So today's
No. There was 24 names were put
From what
in.
I count, about 24.
About
Yeah,
24
24
names.
names.
Okay, now this is from the people, and we're gonna see if people have it right. Top 7. Now in no order is top torchbearers in wrestling. Torchbearers. Now listen, here's the
Professional
criteria.
wrestling.
Professional wrestling. Okay, now here's the criteria. Okay, mic skills and charisma, like The Rock. Okay, Rock has a good mic skills. Okay, must have great wrestling ability, like Kurt Angle. Okay, you gotta wrestle. You can't be out there and you're falling behind.
No James Ellsworth.
No. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
I love you, James, because you make me laugh.
Ellsworth. Hans, was it?
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, okay. All right.
You got skills, man.
Man, we ain't seen them yet, though. I'm just saying.
Okay. And longevity and durability, like Ric Flair. Ric Flair wrestled till he was about what, 72?
He's still wrestling.
He might still
Rick's
wrestle.
probably out there wrestling now.
He probably still wrestling.
He probably at home just wrestling the mattresses.
He's like, come on.
Woo! All right. And put butts in seats. Gotta fill arenas. I'm like
right.
John Cena, Hulk Hogan. So, with our top 7, I'm gonna name off the top 7. You guys are gonna discuss it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna name it. Okay. Here we go. You ready? Settle down. Don't get all anxious. Okay. Calm down. I'm putting that as a disclosure. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is not in any order.
Now, in any order.
All right.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Calm down. This is not in any particular order, because I know how passionate we're gonna get about this topic. Okay. So, top 7. The Rock.
All right.
John Cena.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Hollywood. I said Hollywood Hogan, okay, because Hollywood Hogan was better than the red.
Hulk Hogan and Hollywood, we put them together.
Okay,
They're the same
all right. I separated them. I'm sorry. All right, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay. I mean, gosh, come on. And Ric Flair.
Okay.
That's why I said it's not in any order. People are like, Ric Flair, you just mentioned them numbers. Now, just calm down. Ric Flair.
All right.
And here you guys go. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh,
yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim. Did I do it right?
Yeah,
That was close.
It was close.
It was close. Close. All right. Well, he was one of my favorites. So,
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's discuss this, because there are obviously some people right now saying, "Oh man, what about the Miz?" Because you got a lot of modern guys who don't go that far back.
Yeah.
Oh, what about CM? Well, I said CM Punk. To be honest with you. He don't
I
like
did
CM
too.
Punk.
I
said
did
CM
CM
Punk. But or Chris Jericho or Dusty Rhodes. So
There's
let's
a
spend
lot,
about
though. There's a
spend
lot.
about a few minutes, about 4 or 5 minutes talking about this. Go ahead,
Well,
guys.
here's what I want to. I
Talk.
want to put this out there first and foremost. We did put these out there. We asked people to vote. These were the ones that were top voted. Okay, so that was just based off the people who voted. Okay, that's not everyone out there. Okay, so with that being said, yes, we know that there is a ton out there. I was having a conversation earlier with Charles about this. That yes, Dusty Rhodes probably should have definitely been mentioned in there. Again,
Well, so here's the deal. We got a top 7.
okay.
I feel Dusty Rhodes should be on there.
Okay.
I feel Chris Jericho should be on there.
Triple H should have.
Triple H could be on there. Well, could be. No, hold on, could be.
His promo skills are dope.
But his wrestling skills are dope.
Yeah,
and people wanted to see him.
But
He
here's the
gets
thing.
pops.
Here's the thing. Now remember, when you talk about who should be in the top 7, are they better than the top 7?
But that's what I'm getting
So
to.
you gotta make
Who
sure.
who would we take out for these guys that we
Because
felt
and,
wouldn't
and,
come in?
and let me be thorough with this. Like for instance, you could say, you know what, Tim Duncan is. I saw all kinds of. Tim Duncan is considered one of the greatest power forwards. He's in the top 10, right? But some people are going to be like, well, man, say like not Carl, because he's in the top 10 anyways. They'll say, give me a power forward I can use. So I'll just throw anyone out. Like just say someone say Sean Kemp or something,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Well, Sean Kemp was great. He had the moves. He did all kinds of different things at the forward position. But is he better than Tim Duncan? So when we want to say that this person should have been in the top 7,
Is he
we
better
gotta-
than the number 10 on the list?
Anybody on this list, like same thing on Mount Rushmore, who would you take off of Mount Rushmore? Will you put Obama up there now? Or would you put Bill Clinton? Would you put George Bush?
Right. No, I feel you.
You see what I'm
and
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Mount Rushmore have presidents that
Because-
were way back.
I can't remember what I put as
All right.
what I put as my top 7.
Alright.
I should have wrote it down, but I forgot to. My bad.
So does Chris Jericho replace any of these top 7 guys?
Here's my thing.
Okay, talk to me.
The Rock and Stone Cold are synonymous with
Oh,
each other.
that's solid.
So
let's put a stamp. Boom,
but
stamp.
they are solid,
Right.
but their body of work is kind of short for when they were big.
But man,
No.
What
I
they did to
understand
the
what you-
industry, man.
But it is what
Game
they. But
changers.
that's not what the criteria was.
well, okay, it kind of
Okay.
is.
No.
it kind of
Well,
is.
I mean,
Puts butts in
Okay,
seats.
but see the thing is if you have they're basically 1A and 1B.
Okay, we could consider them.
They're
as-
1A,
as-
1B.
As a
with
tie.
Yeah, but then
Because that's the best rivalry in
yes,
wrestling
one of them.
history.
Yeah, well,
well,
Vince,
I
and,
want
Vince and Stone Cold was probably the best rivalry. because that was almost 2 years.
But
ago.
Hogan, not Hogan, Flair and Dusty Rhodes.
No, yeah, Flair and Steve.
Okay, that's a different topic.
Okay,
all
right.
right. What do you say? You like this top 7? Or you got
I would say
someone
with the
else?
top 7, I mean, looking at
Who don't belong?
the overall criteria, looking at everything there, like for me, I love Macho Man, but I wouldn't put him in the top 7. And my being, hold on. My only reason,
I'll go Stafford. What was the big one, Elizabeth?
my only
the big
reason
one.
is that he,
Okay.
out of the 4 criteria that he mentioned, I feel like he only embodied 3 of them.
Oh, which ones? Which one?
For me, I didn't like him. I didn't like him in
It's
the ring.
America. Go ahead.
I didn't really fully like him in the ring, but because of his character, the way how he personified himself, his promo ability, you know, I felt like that's what drew me to him. That's what made me want to watch him all the time. His in-ring work, I wouldn't say that it was like, it was for me, it was like,
It wasn't like.
Hold on.
I feel like
I'm about to.
Except with the elbow.
No.
that elbow was something magical. But
Velveteen Dream's the only one that kind of make it now.
He had the iconic elbow drop. I mean,
That Velveteen Dream elbow, these on next.
No.
But
Let's
no,
not get off topic.
so-
because
anyway, but
y'all
no,
be
my
smirching
only
the
reason-
good name of the Macho Man.
No, hold on. The only reason why, I mean,
Okay,
and honestly,
it's America, so who would you put in there instead of Macho Man?
as far as in the number 7 slot, I would put Triple H. I would put Triple H.
You know,
there.
I can understand.
But
can
again,
understand.
that's just me for
No,
me.
you know,
Like,
I think a lot of people.
And I
would do
won't
that.
talk you out of this,
I think a lot of people
but for
do.
$9.99.
I have it. Okay, I have it.
$9.99, you can get the network, and you can type in Macho Man and watch his. Watch his Flair and Savage. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Watch the Flair
I'll go
and
back
Savage.
and watch that.
Because if you're saying that Macho Man's wrestling skills, Macho Man is basically from the
But was-
let me finish.
Go ahead,
From
I'm
the
sorry.
80s to the 90s of what you embodied and what you wanted a wrestler to be. He did it all. He
did.
came off the top. He
did.
could mat wrestle. He had good promos. People wanted to
You know
see
what?
him.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
He's kind of like the first CM Punk, who can.
Dude, I'm about to leave. You are not going to put. You're not going to put CM Punk in.
Hold on. I can explain everything because we
Okay,
got to wrap
well.
this up too. Is you said Macho, you Triple H. You said you would put who was it?
Oh, who I would put in? Oh, I never got to say who I would put in.
Oh, real quick,
But
real
I
quick,
would,
real quick, who you
I
would
would
put in?
take either Stone Cold or The Rock out.
That's,
I'd have to take one of them out. You can't have them both.
hey, don't put your address on.
I would take it on there, and I would replace Dusty Rhodes with him.
You put the
Or
okay.
I
Chris
take Stone
Jericho.
Cold out. I'll take
You know
Stone
what?
Cold with Dusty.
You know what? No matter of fact, no. I would take Stone Cold out and replace him with Chris Jericho.
And real quick, why?
Because Chris Jericho's longevity,
All right.
from the time he came in to now, Chris Jericho is the only wrestler you know
Hey.
that can hold a title in one company
Hey.
and come wrestle in another company.
Hey. Well, AJ Styles.
No. He's the IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
But he can carry companies, right?
But he
right.
came over to the WWE
And still
to
did his
be
thing.
on the pay-per-view
Right.
while holding another rival company's title.
He's the man, Chris Jericho.
Okay. And he was also the first undisputed champion by beating The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. And he'll let you know this
The
every
only
time
thing
you
is
talk to
with
him.
him is he doesn't necessarily bring everybody to the arena. Now, he doesn't bring everybody to the arena. You don't like, oh man, I can't wait to go see Chris Jericho. He's here today.
Well,
but when you hear The Rock is in it, Rock still do it in movies.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I gotta close this up. Mine's is CM Punk. I would put in there only because everyone wants to do these pipe bombs and
But who would you
reality
take
and
out?
Who
wrestling.
would you take out? Who would you take out?
CM Punk, you're the man. Except for UFC, you shouldn't have done that. But my friend, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I got to get Deadpool on him real quick. CM Punk, I'm sorry, but I'll put you in honorable mention. Number 8. Okay, all right. So closing. All right, sound off. Okay, so we got to close the show because we've been gabbing a little too long here, and this is fun. Okay, so we're going to close the show out. So everybody here, this is a part of the segment. We get 30 seconds of pure sound off wherever you want to talk about. Okay, so CB,
What's
Mr.
up?
Slice and Dice.
What's up?
Your 30 seconds. Sound off.
Internet wrestling fans, lay off Roman Reigns. Look, I'm not a Roman Reigns supporter of all things, but you wanted him. But then WWE gave you Daniel Bryan and he got hurt again and you got mad. and then you booed this man. This man puts on great matches time after time. Okay, it's different when you do it for Cena. Cena has earned the boos just like Kurt Angle gets the "you suck." But Roman Reigns does not deserve this, oh, he's being pushed down my throat. Every wrestler you cheer for is being pushed down your throat. And you're not, no, I get 30 seconds to say what I want to say.
That's almost 30. Man, you can, hold on, it's okay.
Okay, all right.
Come on, relax.
All right, I'll close it off.
Man, Roman Reigns, you better get him free tickets when you come to Spokane Arena.
Hey, I'm going to close it off. Hey, Peter Rosenberg, you stay mage.
What's that mean?
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Enjoy yourself.
Does mage means major?
It's a Peckerhead discussion. I'm part of the Peckerhead family with Peter Rosenberg. Pause. Okay, so.
Super pause.
No, just pause. But again, Peter Rosenberg, enjoy yourself.
Keep it mage. All right, so what about you? 30 seconds, boom.
I just want to just say simply, but thank you guys for having me on the show. It's been absolutely great. A lot of topics I would love to sound off on about a lot of things that we discussed, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that because that's going to take longer than 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do instead is plug me.
Go ahead.
Plug me. You can catch me live on Twitch pretty much every day. Twitch.tv/AllOutNationGaming. I play a variety of different games. I play with some other streamers, all that great stuff. Definitely catch me on there. Who knows? I might have either Dre or Charles right here, or both in the building. We might be able to do that as well. Check me out on IG, Cruz Rivera AON, as well as Twitter, same handle, Cruz Rivera AON. And yeah, I'm an open book. Snapchat's the same thing, but you got to earn that.
And this man knows his games. He's running a game shop over there down the street.
I did.
He knows his
So,
stuff. Hey, when it comes to, are you pretty cool in Fortnite?
No.
Oh, yeah. So anyways,
Here's the thing. Hold on. I gotta add that point in real quick. Hold on. You bring that up.
I should have done that.
Fortnite. I love you and everything, but it's just overly saturated, and there's so many other great games out there.
So you play the competitive game, don't you?
I love playing Fortnite and all that stuff, but I like playing games that I can do more, like story exploring, God of War, that type of stuff. But I also do like playing.
Well, it doesn't matter because, hey, listen, I'm still playing Capcom versus Marvel. What do we call those?
Destroy you.
Okay, listen, I'm all about that Mario Kart. Yeah, man, come on.
Me too.
Hey, shoot, man, leave me alone, man.
All right.
And so my little quick 30-second rant is. This is a lesson for people out there. When you have kids and you have neighbors, don't show love to neighborhood cats. I'm tired of the porch cat coming into my porch all the time when I step outside. Tell porch cat, get off my lawn. Go Clint Eastwood style, get off my lawn. The porch cat keeps coming in my porch all the time, trying to get in my house. I don't know what kind of fleas that thing. Porch cat, listen, I'm talking to you, porch cat. Get off my porch and stay off my porch. I ain't feeding you anymore, okay? You got neighbors.
Feeding it?
No, the kids are feeding it, man.
That's when you done messed up. That's when you done messed up.
He got his government card. Hey, man, listen, I got some EBT left. Can I get some food at your house? Porch cat, stay off my... Porch cat. All porch cats out there, get off my lawn. Did I do Clint Eastwood? That's Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn. Okay, anyway.
Get off my lawn.
All right, so hey, thank you. Thank you to all you GK Nights, a Grown Folk Kids show. All right,
Yes.
I want to thank our guest, Cruz Rivera, Doctor Who's assistant. So you guys got to get back on the Legends of Tomorrow spaceship, the Wave Rider. All right,
Yeah.
so come visit us again. All right, man, don't get killed. All right, all right. So yeah, don't go out, please.
Diabetes might get me first.
No.
I'm kidding.
All right, and I want to thank all of our spouses for taking the leash off on us for 30 minutes so we can get in here. And
I appreciate you.
Thank you, honey, for taking the leash off so I can do my thing. And hey, listen, check out the Grown Folks Kids Show. We're gonna have it on Facebook, the Grown Folks Kids Show on Facebook.
That's
okay,
right.
All right, and Kingdom Nation Television, a YouTube channel that we're gonna form together. We're gonna put that also on there on Kingdom Nation TV on YouTube. And hey, listen, when you see us out in the community, got any concerns, questions, whatever, hit us up on Facebook. Hit him up. He put his feed out there. Okay. We had some fun today. So remember, listen to the next show. Okay. This is what I want you guys to remember, okay? Be grown, handle your business, But don't lose that kid about you, okay? Don't lose that kid inside. That's right. Be a grown man, handle your business, but don't lose that kid because that's what matters. Enjoy life. Until next time, peace out.
Love yourself.
Grown Folk Kid Show. Grown Folk Kid Show. Grown Folk Kid Show. A grown folks kid show. Oh, woo, yeah.